I hope my little clap thing already worked. That happens before you get here. That's how we sync all the shit up. You make the clap, and then you like wind up the transients or whatever. In case that's like a thing you do videos. You probably already know that. I made like 300 videos before I figured out to do that. Because sometimes I'm just like, I just don't know about things. Anyways, lay, boom. Let's keep this intro fairly short because my energy's like sketchy. My energy's sketchy. If my energy was like a dude walking down an alley, I would turn and run or just go. If my energy was walking down the street, I would cross to the other side. My energy's sketchy. Lay Lit is my favorite song. There's not a close second place. It's nothing close. It's not like, well, there's like 3 songs I think. No. Lay Lit is just a masterpiece, both sonically and visually on the video. And of course, if you don't know, Lay reacted to my video. I'll put links for both the original reaction and Lay's re-reaction in the bottom. I don't know what to expect from Boom, but I always hope that I'm blown away because it's just fun when you love stuff. So that's what's up. Let's get into it. Should I say it a third time? Probably. Let's get into it. Oh, a little Latin reggaeton feel. I'll tell you what's interesting to me is the second chord of the progression. The second chord of the progression is a little jazzier. I'm not sure what it is, maybe a half diminished chord. Oh, that was the previous section. This section is different. My bad. Go to the first section for the first 15 seconds. Listen to the second chord. I'll tell you what I like is actually the overall everything about Lay, right? I like how Lit was the most aggressive, militaristic type of slow beat. And now we have I Like It When You Boom, 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 which is now this is 100% poppy, dancey. And what I like about Lay and a lot of K-pop people in general is their willingness to switch styles and just swing and be like, let's see if this works. I find that inspiring because oftentimes the tendency here in the States is if you have something that works, you make 12 more tracks that sound exactly the same. Now he added another vocal on top going, like up high. Not high, but higher than anything he's previously been singing. Oh, you know what? Something we could talk about for a second is if you take a roller coaster ride, oftentimes, right, you have like an up and then you fall and an up and you fall. They don't usually put the biggest thing up front and you kind of go up, and then you go up, and then you like maybe do a loop-de-loop and then you go up a big one. And you can really look at your vocal melodies or instrumental melodies kind of the same way that like if you don't use your highest note up front, you can save it. So you kind of go to a high note and then back down and then a higher note and you do some other stuff. And then you have this apex where if we were like drawing a graph of all of a line chart of all of the pitches, we end up getting almost a roller coaster ride. There was the second half of that sentence. I'm just abandoning it. Like that. I like his rhythm. Now that is the thing that was behind the boom boom boom, and now you got rid of the boom boom boom, and now you're just hearing the background vocal, but it's brought to the front. There was that chord. What is a little different about that, we only got 9 seconds left, right? But what's a little different about this arrangement to me is how long the bass notes are ringing. A lot of times they're choppier to lend themselves more to a danceable beat, but he's letting them kind of ring out. Which I dig. Yeah, so no question, track's good. Track's solid, but no question. Lit is out of the camera. You can't see Lit. Lit is up here. Lit is so good, it's probably sneaking up from behind you right now. Boom. Boom is a good track. Boom is a track that if I made Boom, I would be proud and I'd be showing it to you. Look what I made. But in relation to Lit, it's just a complete departure, a complete different style. And it's one of those things that these artists, it's one of the things that made me fall in love with people composing outside of the States. And other people here in the States doing it. It's just we don't necessarily see them blowing up with the same level we see overseas with, Filipino, Chinese, Korean, Indonesian. We see a lot of variety in the structures they use and how quickly they go from one style to another. And what it makes me do is pay attention, right? Because when you have a song like Lit and then you have a song like Boom, I have to hear the next one and the next two and the next four, because it's just kind of how that is. Oh, we're all EXO fans here, I assume. We're all EXO fans. So like, let's use the last album. When you listen to Obsession, crazy awesome, but grimy, versus say Jekyll, versus say Butterfly Effect, which is almost like dance funk, right? And when you hear those three different styles, it's one of the first things that made me fall in love with EXO. Well, no, the first thing that made me fall in love with EXO was just how damn good Tempo was, right? But then you go from say like Tempo, I was going out of order, right? Because I didn't know, I just was, reacting to stuff. But when you go say from Tempo to Monster to Oh La La, just radically different. And you go to the subunit, Blooming Days, and then some older stuff like Heaven, Hello Angel, right? You're like, oh man, there's so much variety that you have to check everything out because you don't know what a certain song is going to be. It's not more of the same. It's more of, well, it is more of the same, but the same is different in experimentation. So more of the same means more of not the same. Did I say that right? I hope so. Yeah, so far, that I dug, but this is only the second video tonight, but EXO SC's Chanyeol solo Nothing, that was hot. And I went on Spotify to stream it like when I was outside on my porch, and it's not, I didn't see it on Spotify, so I did like watch the YouTube again. But yeah, I love seeing EXO dudes kicking ass. That's the second time in this video where like I just cut the sentence off midstream. That irritates me when other people do that, so I hope it didn't piss you off too much. But when people are like, bruh, I went downtown, it's like, man, the way you phrased that sentence, there was a second half of the sentence, right? Because if you're just saying that like a fact, like, bruh, I went downtown. Beginning, middle, end, done. But you go, bruh, I went downtown. That's a comma. There better be another end of that sentence. Like, how about something apocalyptic? Bruh, I went downtown, and it wasn't even a downtown, because aliens came in and blew the whole thing up, and then I was like running for my life, because I don't get taken by aliens. But truth be known, I don't know if I was taken. Maybe they took me and replaced me with an exact copy of myself. And now I don't know if I'm the original me or the copy the aliens put here. I bet that's what they want. I bet the aliens want me to question whether or not I'm the original me or the copy. Damn it, checkmate aliens, you got me. I don't know if I'm the original one or the copy. Just put me on the spaceship, let's get the fuck out of here. Well, good. I hope that was an instructional learning moment for all of us. I learned something. That maybe if I'm going to be an alien and I'm going to invade some planet, maybe the best trick would be to make people think that maybe I did a trick. And then they're just like, well, did he do a trick or did he not do a trick? And I'm like, I don't know. I'm an alien. They're like, well, we don't know because you're an alien. I'm like, that's exactly my point. You don't know. You don't know. And then you open up your alien insurance protection program. It's like, hey, do you think maybe you were replaced by a copy? For $19.95 a month, we can insure you in case it turns out you was replaced by a copy. And then we just have an international insurance fund, and we gonna make, well, if it's, space, it's like infinite, so we're gonna make gazilla, trillia, bazillion, bacadillion dollars. I think so. All right, this got absurd. I'm gonna get out of here before I say something more ridiculous like my password. Hey, if you wanna log into my account, I'm not doing that. I might. I mean, not now. Sometime in the future, but not now. It's a weird day. That's a lie. It's a weird night. It's clearly nighttime where I am. It is like, I don't know what time it is. It is almost midnight. It's clearly nighttime. Today was not weird. This nighttime is very weird, and I'm finished with it. Have your pet spayed or neutered.